Everyone wants to be wealthy. But how will you get there if you don't realize what's holding you back? You can recognize the power you have to begin generating financial breakthroughs in your life by changing your limiting beliefs, wrong thinking, and damaging money habits. Learn to think as the wealthy do, and you'll start attracting wealth into your life. Here are some of the reasons why you will never be rich. Number 10. You're acting rich rather than being rich. There are two types of people in the world: those who act rich and those who are rich. The difference between the two is that those who act rich spend their money in ways that show off their wealth, while those who are rich understand that wealth is more than just money. To become wealthy, you must focus on building long-term wealth, not just spending your money on things that impress others. Here are the reasons you will never be truly wealthy if you always try to act rich. First, when you're always trying to show off your wealth, you're likely spending money on unnecessary things that don't add any value to your life. Sure, a luxury car or designer clothes may make you look good, but at the end of the day, they're just material possessions that don't help you build long-term wealth. Second, by spending your money in ways that display your wealth, you're likely neglecting other areas of your finances that are important for building long-term wealth. For example, you may pay little attention to investing or retirement savings. And third, constantly trying to act like you're wealthier than you are can lead to problems with debt and credit. When you're always trying to keep up with the Jonases, it's easy to overspend and find yourself in financial trouble. So if you want to be genuinely wealthy someday, focus on building long-term wealth and ditching the facade of being rich. Number 9. You have a poor mentality. You might not think that your mindset matters, but it does. If you believe you're destined to be poor, you'll likely never change your circumstances. Your beliefs shape your actions, and if you don't think you can become wealthy, you probably won't take the steps necessary to achieve financial success. So, to be rich, you need to start by changing your mindset. Instead of believing that you can't achieve your goals, start thinking that you can. It might not be easy, but achieving your dream of becoming wealthy is essential. Rich people have a different mindset than poor people. They think about money differently and they act differently. They don't believe that money is the root of all evil, and they don't think that being rich is impossible. Instead, they focus on creating wealth and surround themselves with like-minded individuals. Number 8. You believe that all debt is bad debt. While it is true that some debt can be crippling, not all debt is created equal. Some debt can be beneficial. For example, taking out a loan to finance a college education can help you earn more money throughout your career. Similarly, taking out a mortgage can help you gain access to a property that would otherwise be out of reach. Of course, being smart about how you use your debt is essential. But if you want to build wealth, you need to view debt as a tool rather than an enemy. Number 7. You are too focused on saving. Another significant reason you will never be rich is that you are too focused on saving. It is essential to save money, but if you are always focused on saving and never investing, you will never build wealth. Money that is sitting in a savings account is not going to make you rich. To become wealthy, you need to invest your money in assets that will appreciate over time. This could include stocks, real estate, or even a business. By investing your money, you can grow your wealth exponentially. Number 6. You don't have financial goals. You will never be rich if you do not have financial goals. While it is essential to living in the present and enjoy life, it is also crucial to think about your future. Without financial goals, you will never have a clear plan for your money. You may spend it all on unnecessary things or making poor investments. Even if you are lucky enough to make a lot of money, you will not become wealthy if you do not have financial goals. Wealth is not simply about having a lot of money, it is about having the discipline to save and invest your money wisely. If you do not have financial goals, you will never be able to make wise decisions with your money. As a result, you will never be rich. Number 5. You only have one source of income. While many factors contribute to wealth, having multiple sources of income is often seen as key. This is because relying on a single source of income leaves you vulnerable to economic fluctuations. For example, if you are only employed, you are at your employer's mercy. If they experience financial difficulties, their income may be cut, or they could even lose their job entirely. However, if you have multiple sources of income, then you are in a much better position to weather any storms. Another example is if you have a job and earn money from investments or rental properties. You will still have some money coming in even if one source dries up. Therefore, relying on a single income source is one reason you will never be rich. Number 4. You don't hang out with rich people. Studies have shown that people socialize with others similar to them regarding income and wealth. To become wealthy, you need to surround yourself with other rich people. Hanging out with wealthy individuals can help you learn about new investment opportunities and give you a better understanding of how the rich think about money. Additionally, socializing with the wealthy can help you network and build relationships with influential people. Of course, you don't need to become best friends with every rich person you meet. But if you want to increase your chances of becoming wealthy, you need to associate with people who have already achieved that goal. Number 3. You don't step out of your comfort zone. Becoming rich takes hard work and determination, unless you're born into a wealthy family or win the lottery. However, certain things can make it impossible for even the most driven individual to achieve wealth. One of the biggest reasons people fail to become rich is their unwillingness to step out of their comfort zone. To build wealth, you need to take risks. This could mean starting your own business, investing in the stock market, or even moving to a new city. While there is no guarantee that you will become rich by taking risks, it is undoubtedly one of the best ways to increase your chances of achieving financial success. Number 2. You neglect to invest. Investing is one of the most important things you can do to become rich. When you invest, you are essentially putting your money into something that has the potential to grow over time. Of course, investing involves risks, and there is no guarantee that you will make money. However, if you are patient and choose your investments wisely, there is a good chance you will see your money grow over time. Investing is one of the best ways to build wealth, yet many people neglect it. To become wealthy, you need to start investing sooner rather than later. Number 1. You think you're already rich. One of the biggest reasons people never become rich is because they think they're already rich. They believe they have enough money and are not motivated to earn more. The truth is, no matter how much money you have, you can always have more. There is no such thing as being too rich. To become wealthy, you must set your sights high and keep working hard until you reach your goal. So, if you're not as wealthy as you want to be, don't despair. Remember that it's never too late to start working towards your goal. With the right mindset and hard work, you can achieve anything you want in life. While it is possible to amass a great deal of wealth, several factors work against most people. Understanding these reasons and their impact on your ability to get rich is essential. Knowing what you're up against can put you in a better position to achieve your financial goals. Have you identified any other reasons why people will never be rich? Let us know in the comments below. Thank you for watching. I hope you have learned something from this video. If you like this video, give us a like, subscribe to the channel, and comment below. Thank you and goodbye.